Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I have got a intermediate Vinyasa class for you. Now if you're new to Vinyasa, Vinyasa means to link with purpose. It's mindfully moving, connecting our breath, our body as we kind of move and groove on our mat. Truth be told, as long as you are moving mindfully, you are doing your Vinyasa practice perfectly. All we're gonna do today is a nice head to toe kind of stretch, little workout, ending with a nice Shavasana. So roll out your mat, let's get started. We'll start at the top of our mat, and your feet can be together or hip distance, whatever feels most natural and whatever feels best for your body today. So I am lightly touching my toes together. I am turning on my inner thighs, squeezing my thigh-butt connection point for my newbies. Lift out of your waist a little bit more, turn the tummy muscles on, broaden across your chest, and let your fingertips hang down. Actively reach them to the ground and close your eyes for just a moment. Check in with your body and how you're feeling today. Do we feel like we're maybe swaying to one side? Does it feel like our inhale is longer than our exhale? Is there a certain body part you need to focus on today? There is no right or wrong. Perhaps you are just happy and proud of yourself for being here on your mat with me today, no matter what. Know that I am proud of you. And then take a big sip of air in, an easy sigh out. Flutter the eyes open. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Actively reach your fingertips up to the sky, up to the ceiling. Take a big breath. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down. Again, inhale, reach the hands up. Hold there for a moment. Maybe this time look up to the sky. Take a breath. Press them down. One more time. Both fingertips lift up, 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 up. Actually, this time clasp the hands together. You can make a little pointer with your fingers or just keep your hands in a little fist. Reach your hands up to the sky and take a little stretch over to the right. No hurry, no rush. Think about cinching the waist. Exhale as you pull your fists back up to center. Same thing, other side. Bring yourself up. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, a soft bend in the knees. Keep pressing those inner thighs towards one another if they're together or just lightly inward. And take a little twist right. Pull yourself back center. Twist left. Pull yourself center, reach your hands up, 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 look up to the sky, exhale, drop into an easy forward fold with a soft bend in your knees. Dangle your head for a moment, let it be a little anchor, sway the hips gently side to side, and then bend the knees, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Again, reach the hands up, take a little clasp of the hands, punch them up to the sky, and again, a little stretch over to the right. This time, if you want to try and knock the hips a little further, taking that stretch a little deeper, you can. If it feels better to keep them in line with your feet, that is great too. Return. Same thing, other side. Again, if we want to push our hips a little further away. Keep squeezing your butt, toning the tummy, return center. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, belly button in, little twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Both hands lift high, look up to the sky, and forward fold. Now, whether knees are straight or bent, so your choice, but hands to shins. Inhale, push your head away. Find a little half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, little half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more half lift pause. If you have your knees bent like I do, maybe you want to start to straighten them. I'm thinking about pressing my sitting bones towards the place behind me while I reach my head towards the space in front of me. Belly button in, low back so long. Take a breath. Deeply bend the knees. Step yourself into a little tabletop. From your tabletop, let's immediately begin to cat and cow. As fast or slow, as big or small as you want to go. And maybe this turns into a circle of the head and the tail. gonna lie, cat and cow is feeling really good today. I could probably record myself doing cat and cow for another 10 minutes. I won't keep you here that long though. But you know, if you find a spot that just feels so good and you realize you want to stay there longer, know that you can always do that. Either way though, do find your true tabletop, pull the navel in, broaden across the chest, and reach your right foot away. Now, did we just Beyonce booty? Did we let our tummy fall? I hope not. Pull the navel in and think about reaching long from your right toe through your body at the top of the head. 3 times. I want you to exhale, pull your knee to nose around. Inhale, reach it nice and far away. Exhale, knee to nose around. Inhale, nice and far away. Last one, pull it in. Inhale, press it back, pause, take a big breath, set the knee down, immediately pick up your opposite leg. Same thing here, you're long from your head through your body, out your toe, big inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it away. Last one, knee to nose. Reach it away, pause, take a big breath. Set the foot down. Tuck your toes, take a big breath, and find a downward facing dog. Now, I have got my knees nice and bent because I'm not so concerned with my legs at the moment. I am more focused on my spine, which is really what we want to think about during downward dog. It is irrelevant if your heels touch. It is not the goal to keep the legs straight. More than anything, it is the goal to have a long, flat back. Shoulders down the back. Think about hugging your inner arms towards your ears and pushing your sitting bones up to the sky. Take a big, deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to press your right heel towards the ground. Another big breath. Release that. Press your left heel towards the ground. Another inhale. And heel drops. Let it go. Heel drops. Pedal side to side. And if your hips start to sway a little bit as you do that, almost making kind of a figure 8 fashion, that is absolutely fine. Find that lovely movement, that connection of your breath and body. That is what our Vinyasa is all about after all, that mindful movement. Return center, deeply bend the knees, take a big inhale, and I want you to wave into a great big plank pose. Exhale, push back to your downward facing dog. Knees can be straight or bent, your call. Again, inhale, wave to your plank pose. And find your downward facing dog. One more time, wave to your plank pose, pause. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Big sigh out. Now your choice. You can drop down in one piece or we can lower our knees down. But either way, we're gonna make our way to our tummy. Untuck the toes, reach your feet nice and far away. Hug your elbows together. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Now do not look up, don't crane your neck to stare at me as you do this. Instead, I want you to lightly look to the very top edge of your mat and then roll it on down. Roll it up, roll it on down, pause. From here, press back into a child's pose. Knees together or apart. Head is soft and heavy. Let yourself settle here for a moment. How is your breath since we began class? Do you find that a particular part of the body is a little more tight today than you imagine? Maybe you have a little more range of motion than you were expecting. Again, no right or wrong, but always good to check in as we move and groove on our mat. No hurry, no rush. Rise to your tabletop once more. Again, reach your right foot away from you. If we can, left hand will go away too, but if we can't, that's okay, no big deal. Take a big breath. Exhale, pull elbow, knee together. If that's in our range of motion, inhale, reach it away. Exhale, elbow, knee in. Inhale, away. Every time elbow and knee come together, I cinch the waist. And then every time I lengthen, I grow as long as I can. Set hand, set foot down. Extend the left foot back. Reach the right hand forward. Take a moment, take a pause, low belly in. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, away. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, away. Last one. Reach it away, pause, take a big breath. Set hand, set foot down. find your downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, sway the hips, nod the head. You do you. And then as you feel ready, I want you to reach your right foot up to the sky. Flex your foot. Think heel up, toes towards knee. Squeeze the thigh, tone the tummy. Take a big breath here. Set the foot down. Same thing, other side. Lift the foot up, heel up, toes down. Squeeze the thigh. It's like I'm pulling your ankle away. You are so long, you are so lovely. It does not matter if your foot is way further low than mine or even higher. It's okay, you do you. Take a breath, set the foot down. Now one more time, I want you to reach your right foot up. This time, big, deep inhale. Pull your knee towards your nose and step between your hands. Of course, know if you need a little scooch of your foot up there with your hand, that's okay. But begin to find your runner's lunge. Knee and toes tracking in one line, and the back heel is almost reaching for the floor behind you so you can keep that length. Now think about your pubic bone. It's almost like your pubic bone is trying to reach towards your front heel so we can kind of open up through the front of your left hip. Now either stay right here or possibly drop the back knee down. I like to untuck the toe, but you do you. Left hand keeps itself on the ground while your right hand lifts up for a great big twist. Big, deep, full inhale. Big breath out. Keep pressing the front of your pubic bone towards your front heel. Set the hand down. Lift your back knee up, pause. Take a big breath here. Big sigh out. Now, keep your knee up and take that twist again. No hurry, no rush. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. Bring it down. From here, I want you to think about pulling your front heel towards your back toes, turning on your inner thighs as you do so. Hover the fingertips. If we need our hands on our thigh, that's okay. If we can hold there and reach our hands away, that's okay too. Either way though, now stomp into your front foot. Lift your head and chest up. Pull the navel in, cinch the waist. Take your fingertips up to the sky. Grow long and tall, big deep inhale. Step down and into a plank pose as you exhale. Hold, take a pause, take a breath. Lower onto your tummy. Untuck the toes. Press the feet in, the pubic bone, the belly button away. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften down. One more cobra. Pause. Pubic bone down. Cinch the waist. Pull the elbows towards one another. Reach your head further away. And drop it down. Find your child's pose. Knees together or apart. Maybe do the opposite of what you did the first time. Take a moment. Take a pause. Think about that little sequence we just did. We will, of course, repeat it to our second side momentarily. But again, a moment to check in. How are you feeling? How is your breath? Hopefully, it's nice and even, nice and smooth. And hopefully we've got a smile on our face no matter how we feel like we're doing today. You are doing wonderful. As you feel ready, come back up to your hands and your knees. Find your tabletop. Again, reach the right foot away, hold there. Reach the left hand away, hold, big breath. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale away. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale away. Last one. Reach it up, pause, take a breath. Hand down, knee down. Opposite foot, opposite hand. Big inhale. Exhale together. Inhale away. Exhale, tone the tummy round. Inhale, send it away. Last one. Reach it out, pause, take a breath. Hand down, foot down. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Hips lift high. Arms hug towards ears. Spine is so long. Soften the neck, soften the head, relax the face and smile. Reach your left foot up to the sky. Heel up, toes down, belly button in. It's like I'm pulling your ankle away. Set the foot down. Reach your right foot up. Tone the tummy, shoulders down. Set the foot down. One more time, left foot lifts high. Take a big pause. And then as you exhale, pull your knee to your nose, step your foot between your hand. Remembering you can, of course, give yourself a little scooch. Now take a moment here. What feels different from one side to the other? Sides can be totally imbalanced, and that's okay. Press your heel towards the ground behind you. Broaden across your chest and reach your pubic bone towards your front heel. Most likely that's your left, but if you did the other side, that's okay. Set the knee down, untuck the toes, and take your twist. The first one, keeping the knee on the ground, if we can. Now here I think about kissing my shoulder blades towards one another as I slide my fingertips further up to the sky. If you can, look up towards your lifted fingertips, but if you're looking towards the wall or down to your hand, that's okay too. Hand returns, tuck the toe, lift the knee, and then again, take your twist. Keep pressing your pubic bone down, reaching your fingertips up, up, up. No hurry, no rush. With every exhale, think of deepening the twist. With every inhale, reach your fingertips up. Set the hand down. Like we did on the other side, pull your front heel towards back toes and see if we can hover. But if we need the hands there for support, it's okay. You do you. No hurry. Reach the hands out in a little T if we can. And then find your great big lunge. Belly button in, fingertips lift high. It's like once more you are dangling from the rafters, like you're a little kid holding onto monkey bars and just letting your spine be so long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, find your plank pose. Hold your plank pose for a moment, no hurry, no rush. And then lower into your tummy. Untuck the toes, 3 rounds of cobra. Inhale up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, hug the elbows together. Exhale, roll it down. One more time up. Exhale, soften down, pause, take a breath. Press it back into your child's pose. Knees together apart, your call. Find your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up so high. Hug your inner arms towards your ears. And take a big deep inhale. Big breath out. Reach your right foot up to the sky and pause. Heel high, leg long. 3 times, pull your knee to your nose, round forward. Inhale, straighten and lengthen away. Exhale, tone the tummy, roll forward. Inhale, reach it away. This time, pull it and pause, take a breath. Step onto the ground, immediately reach your fingertips up to the sky. Hold here for just a moment. Lift a little higher out of your waist. Take a big breath. Big sigh out. And then find your warrior 2. Now, hold here for a moment and make sure that your heel and the arch of your back foot are all in one line. And then from here, lift a little higher out of your waist, sink a little lower if we have that range of motion. And then I want you to extend your fingertips as far away from you as you can. Start to reach towards the ground, either the outside edge of your foot, or you can even hold on to your calf muscle, or we can drop our fingertips to the ground, but maybe begin to straighten your front leg. Reach your fingertips up to find your triangle pose. Now again, if we're up here, if we're even up here, it's okay. If there's a bend in our knee, that's okay too. But like we did in our twist, with every exhale, think about deepening your twist. With every inhale, reach your fingertips further away. Think about pushing your sitting bones towards the space behind you. At the same time, hug your front heel towards your back foot. Big deep breath. Big sigh out. Rebend your front knee, push yourself back up to your warrior 2. Big inhale, big breath out. Cartwheel the arms down, find your plank pose. Lower into the ground, 1 round of cobra, soften down. Now immediately find your downward facing dog. Can you push up through your plank pose to do so? If not, that's okay. No hurry, no rush. And then lift your left foot high. Hold there for a moment. Squeeze your thigh, trim your waist, soften the shoulders down the back. Big inhale. Exhale, pull the knee in, round forward. Drive it away. Exhale, pull the knee. Inhale, drive it away. Last one, pull the knee, pause, take a breath, step, and then find your high crescent lunge, pause. If you needed a little extra hand or a little more time to make your way up here, it's okay. It's not about matching me. It's mindfully moving in your body. Take a big breath, big sigh out. Find your warrior two. Take all the time you need to adjust. Notice what feels different from one side to the other. Think about opening up your chest at the same time, lightly pushing your hips in a diagonal fashion towards the front corner of your mat. Take a big inhale, big sigh out. Slide your fingertips forward, reach, 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 reach. And then reach down towards the ground. Remember, we're going for the outside edge of the foot if possible, or the top of our shin. And then begin to straighten the front leg. Stack shoulders one on top of the other. Almost imagine there's a wall right in front of your right palm and you're pressing into that wall. You're cinching your waist. You're pulling your inner thighs towards one another. Enjoy that lovely triangle shape. Keep your breath even. Take an inhale. As you exhale, rebend, push yourself up to your warrior two. Tone the tummy, slide your fingertips further away, draw the ribs in, big inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the arms down and step into your plank pose. Big deep inhale, lower all the way down into your tummy. Little cobra, soften down, and then press back into a child's pose. Again, knees together or apart, your call. Soften the head, relax the back of the neck. Just let your body melt. No hurry, no rush. Roll yourself up to a seat and take your feet out in front of you. Now, feet can be about hip distance for this little guy here. And there can be a soft bend in the knee, of course, or your legs might be fully straight. Slide side to side on your sitting bones, making sure we can feel our hips connect. And then reach your fingertips up. Just like we did at the start of class, lift the hands up to the sky, growing as long as you can. And then from here, clasp the hands together, take a little stretch over to the right. Now, it's gonna be really easy to lift your right hip up, your left. I want you to think about pressing the left hip down so you can just think about opening up your ribs. Take your hands up high, same thing other side, this time pressing down through your right sitting bone, your right hip, as you stretch over to the left. Pull yourself up, and then relax the hands. Now, very nicely, very gently, bend your right knee into your chest. If we stop right here, that's okay. If we can cross it over, that's okay too. Now, I'm gonna kind of cross my legs, almost like I was sitting in a chair. It's like I'm trying to cross my knees one on top of the other. If your legs don't go that far, that's okay. If you've got more range of motion, that's great too. But pull your right foot almost towards your left hip. If it's not so bendy like mine is, that's okay. You probably have more range of motion than me because I'm feeling a little tight on my right side today. But from here, press your left hand into the floor, take your right hand high. Rotate your pinky inward, lift up, and then stretch over to the left side of the mat, lightly pressing down into your left hand and into your right hip. Fan the ribs open as much as you can. Big deep breath. Big sigh out. Let that go. Now press down into the right hand, lift your left hand up. Up we go, and then stretch over. No hurry, no rush. Let that go. And then just melt over your legs. A great big forward fold right here. Just let your chin tuck to your chest. Soften through the back of the body. Maybe nod the head, shake it yes and no. Notice how that changes the feeling in your body. Roll yourself all the way up. Unravel that leg. Same thing on the other side. And again, it's kind of like you're trying to cross at the knees, like if you were sitting at a chair, but if it doesn't look quite like mine, that's okay. Maybe you're able to pull the knee in or the foot in a little bit more on this side. Maybe it feels better to wing it off. That's okay, you do you. But we will start by pressing our right hand into the ground, lifting our left hand up. Rotate your pinky, take it up, and then stretch over to the left. This is the right. See, I'm bad at rights and lefts too. Let that go. Same thing, other side. And if you did it in the opposite direction, that's okay, because we did both sides anyway. So it's certainly not as if starting on the right or the left is the end of the world. Push yourself up. And then again, forward fold over the leg once more. Maybe it feels nice just to keep the hands nice and far away. Maybe you want to kind of hug your body, encouraging your spine just to soften, just to relax and lengthen. Unravel when you're ready. Take both feet out. Go ahead and scooch to the front edge of your mat. Lie yourself down. And take your hands nice and far away. I'm going to heel toe my feet a little further away from one another and allow my knees to knock inward. Now, I don't have a lot of internal range of motion, so it probably doesn't look like they move too much, but that's okay. I can feel it in my body, and like I tell you, it's about how it feels, not how it looks. And then just take an easy windshield wiper. That can be faster or slower than what I'm doing. It might be a little bigger or smaller. And I am not super concerned if your hips or shoulders are kind of peeling away from the ground right now. You do with whatever feels better for you. Now eventually, take your feet nice and far away. Hands can stay out, or you could bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach, just whatever feels best for you. But close your eyes and take a moment to melt into the ground. And by that I mean just ask your body to soften. Sometimes when we hear an instructor, a teacher say relax, that can be hard to do. I find it a little easier if I ask my muscles to soften. But take a big, filling, deep breath in. A big audible sigh out. Again, great big inhale. Big deep sigh out. One more time. And just spend the next few moments thinking about how strong you are, how far you've come today in your own yoga journey, your own fitness journey. Think about all the progress you've made, all the wonderful choices you've made for your body, for yourself. And let that feeling of pride simply spread through every little inch of you. Take a great big breath in. Let it go. Wiggle the toes, the fingers. Maybe give yourself a hug. Pull your knees in, roll to one side. And push yourself up to a seat. Eyes open or closed, being still or continuing to explore movement. But as always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our Vinyasa class, and I cannot wait to see you again.